great state of Arizona, John McCain.
Could I say that, first of all, what about a great mayor of a great city, Mark? Does a magnificent job for the people. He does a great job for you, representing you in Washington when he comes to visit your money, and a great leader in very difficult times. Don Callahan is here also, the city council. Thank you for... One of America's great sheriffs, Tom Sheehan, is here. Can I just again say, I've had the honor of knowing Tom Sheehan for a number of years. He is tireless in his efforts to protect the citizens of this county. He is tireless in his efforts to help us bring about immigration reform, to make our citizens safer, and he has done a magnificent job. And you're the people that keep us safe, Tom, and we're very grateful. Thank you. Just wandering in, I believe, is our old friend Buster Johnson. Buster, where are you? I know that... County Supervisor, veteran of the Spanish-American War. Leader of our... Thank you, Buster. I had a 2-hour speech prepared on the North Korean nuclear buildup that I knew you were waiting for. I want to thank everybody that's here. I want to thank every one of you, from our littlest friends to, we are very honored to have a couple of World War II veterans here with us today. And I want to thank generation. You continue to inspire us, and I can tell you, having 2 sons in the military, you inspire my sons.
You inspired us.
Can I just say, my friends, I'm confident we're going to win this race, but we never take anything for granted. I've never taken a race for granted. By the way, after I lost November of 2008, I slept like a baby. Sleep 2 hours, wake up and cry, sleep 2 hours. Wherever I go, I ask for the sympathy of the families of the state of Arizona, because Barry Goldwater from Arizona ran for President of the United States. Morris Udall from Arizona ran for President of the United States. Bruce Babbitt from Arizona ran for President of the United States. I from Arizona ran for President of the United States. Arizona may be the only state in America where mothers don't tell their children that someday they can grow up and I was down in Clifton, Morenci earlier this morning. We had a good town hall meeting there. We're in Parker. We're up here, and we will have visited and had town hall meetings more than once in every county in the state of Arizona. I also want to remind you of something very important. This is where Republican votes are, my friends. You know that. This is where Republican votes are. You've got to do well in this county if you are going to win a statewide election or a statewide primary. It's just a fact. And so we are opening this headquarters. We need your support. We need your active participation. We also know it's going to probably be a little warm on August 24th, so we've got to get the early ballot program going, and going vigorously. That requires a lot of drudge trench work. That's down in the trenches, calling up people, telling them to get their early ballot in, then once they get it, telling them to send it back in, and then call them up and ask them if they've gotten it back in again. It's tough, hard work, and I'm depending on you to do that up here. Mojave County is vital. Lake Havasu is vital. I intend to win this election, but I can't win it without your support. And I know by the way, we are running consistently 10, 12, 15 points ahead. In any other year, I'm going to give you a little straight talk, we'd be running 20 points ahead. There's a strong anti-incumbency movement out there. My friends, I have fought earmark and pork barrel spending for all the time I've been in the Senate. I have been criticized by Republicans for it. I was not elected Miss Congeniality in the United States Senate because of it. And my opponent was an earmark pork barreling guy that fought for earmarks and pork barrel. Pork barreling and earmarks is corruption. That's why we have former members of Congress in federal prison. So, Congressman Haywood goes around and displays his conservative principles, credentials, my friend. They're not so. Earmarking is not being conservative. I would also like to remind you that we're in two wars. We're in two wars. I'm the senior Republican on the Armed Services Committee. I'll be the chairman when we win the Senate in November of 2000. As I mentioned, we're in two wars, and I would remind you that just yesterday there was another display of American weakness when we didn't stand up for the Israelis who were doing what was necessary to defend their country. So I want to assure you, and I know what this country needs. I may recall for you that when I supported the surge and everybody said that John McCain was finished, done, toast, I said I would rather lose a campaign than lose a war. And we won that war thanks to the sacrifice of so many brave young Americans. And we needed to win that war. If we had lost and waved the white flag of surrender in Iraq, I do not give our chances in Afghanistan very much. And we are in a tough race in a tough fight in Afghanistan. And there's a big fight coming up this month in Kandahar. And there are going to be additional casualties. But we can't allow Afghanistan to return to being a base for attacks on the United States of America. We can't forget 9/11. My opponent has no experience, no knowledge, no background on national security issues. That's just a fact. So I'll be glad to run, not on my record, but on what I can do for the people of Arizona. And by the way, amongst them there's over 100,000 jobs associated with our bases in Arizona. There are another 100,000 or more defense industries like Raytheon and Boeing and others that I am protecting them, and I am protecting our bases and the employment that it gives, plus the use of our retirees of our bases and so many brave young men and women who live near these bases who are serving. So I have to earn every vote. I am working as hard as I have ever worked, not because I'm worried about it. I know we can win this election, but I know what it takes to win the election. And what it takes is your hard work, your production, your effort, for which I will be eternally grateful. And the one thing I can promise you, when I'm reelected, we may disagree from time to time, and that's healthy that we disagree from time to time. But I will never do anything that I don't think is in the best interest of Arizona and this nation. I promise you that. And I think that's the part of my record that I will be proud of most. The fact is, so now, on to the North Korean nuclear buildup, and thank you very much. And God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. Anybody who needs a picture taken, please let me know.
Can you sign my picture?